All right. So
That was Chris.
please don't sue us all. We have an opening song.
Yeah.
So who are we here with? What are we doing? Introduce us, Will. Let's go.
We're with politician Shelby Pikachu. I guess he's running for the U.S. Senator. Is that what it is?
Yes, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We're on Instagram then. It is the one and the only crazy Hawaiian who's related to Jason Momoa, The Rock, Blessed Marcus Holloway. BJ Penn's not Hawaiian, he's Korean, so that's why we're not related. But he inspired me to run under Pikachu because his name's not BJ, like blowjob. It's actually D-E-E-A-J-A-Y.
I used to say,
That's his legal name.
Okay. Before I start the conversation, can I?
Also we have Liam.
Oh yeah,
here.
Liam. Yeah.
So what's your background, Liam?
Nomad, world traveler, intern, and at times worked in political life for several candidates back in the day, and one of your associate producers.
Chihu. Off the grid world.
Wait, can I start off with the Reddit comments?
Yeah, let's go.
I don't even have Reddit, so let's go.
So this is new. This is breaking news.
Not a clue.
All you haters online.
It's like Barack Obama on tweet. I have no clue.
What's the funniest thing?
So how would you describe your would you I know I'm a big fan of Vermin Supreme. I know he describes himself as a fringe candidate. Okay. Would you describe yourself as something like that?
I don't even know what that means. So I learned from Jesus, right, before we go to the Reddit, that if you try to go as Shelby Billionaire or like Bruce Wayne, they're just going to kill you. Yeah. They don't give a shit what's in your bank account, your feelings, because we're younger than them. Yeah. Right? Especially worked in the Capitol to write a bill on Capitol Hill. You know it sucks. And Jesus got killed by the Vatican, the Romans, the Spear of Destiny. Yeah. He didn't even speak English. He spoke
You could even
Aramaic.
say the Hebrews had a hand in that.
Right,
too.
we're talking about the Jews, because I used to live in New York.
Okay.
Elmhurst, Queens, Brooklyn, Manhattan. I used to work there for 7 years because Robert Kiyosaki set me up there. I met him, Kim Kiyosaki, the whole thing, Trump University, Richard University, Nouveau Reach. I went to all of that stuff. Okay. I got my master's degree, my bachelor's, got four degrees. I joined the Air Force when I was 17. Like, I paid my dues when I was 17. Before anyone explained this, Anunnaki, Illuminati, the Vatican, the Rockefeller, no one told me this was our Hawaiian kingdom. They all said we lost it in 1893. You're a loser. Shut up. Not even 100% Hawaiian. You can't even get DHL land. You don't qualify. I was like, who the F are you, bro? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so this is one of the Reddit comments. The one guy said, I live in Hawaii and just got my official voter ballot in the mail. One of the fourth U.S. Senate candidate is named Shelby Pikachu Billionaire. At first, I thought it was a joke, but a quick search revealed that it was indeed his real name. Also, his statement is very immature, corny, unprofessional. I'm thinking he's legally changed his name so he can show everyone the most impressive level, or maybe he lost a bet.
So when I saw your name,
compliment.
When I saw your name on the ballot,
the branding worked.
Shelby,
Wow, it worked.
Shelby,
Oh my God.
When I saw your name on the ballot, I was like, "Who the heck is this guy?"
Yeah,
and
me
I
too.
voted for you.
Me too.
I'm like,
High five.
just the name. Like, I love Pokemon, billionaires, whatever.
Yeah, I voted for you too because
See, we went to the Pokemon World Championship. If all the Pokemon voters won, we would have took over Congress, bro.
Look at that.
It would have been so much easier to let all of these in power. Because our job on Capitol Hill is just to give you guys the funding.
Okay.
And let you guys take care of business. But they're not being straighthtforward. There's no financial transparency. There's no accountability.
So the reason I voted for you was you're a billionaire. I thought you were actually a billionaire.
So you got the Pokemon vote and the billionaire vote.
I thought you were like one of those guys that funds the country or whatever.
Yeah.
So we can answer this question, right, since we're on the podcast. I learned from Trump. If you guys didn't know, it's like 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'd come around this Trump University. He'd have this book he'd give away, like T. Harv Eker, The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. I was like, okay, so what do you do? Because a lot of people lost their houses in the foreclosure crisis during that time. And he says, if you want to think like a billionaire, you got to become like a billionaire. So my legal last name from my father was Brown. Just to let you know, Wayne Brown.
Okay.
So Wayne Brown's good friend is Paula Khanna's brother.
Yeah.
Who used to who works right here at Iolani Palace. So there's a story of how my family, but I wanted to be a different person. And so I changed my legal last name to Billionaire after learning from Trump, because I figured out a loophole. No matter what my bank account says, when I go to a restaurant, whether I order food at the plane, sometimes I forget. they're going to call me Mr. Billionaire. I have my master's degree, so it's Master Billionaire. Right? I have my doctorate in divinity and metaphysics, but you want me to call Dr. Billionaire? Like, it's kind of too egotistical, right? And I don't want them to kill me. Because, yes, I had Bitcoin in 2016. I retired
This
when I was
gives me
36.
Kanye West energy.
It was already done, bro.
Jesus.
Look how much is Bitcoin. Almost 100K. You should have bought in 2019 at $3,000.
So to be sure, you're not a billionaire.
My last name is Billionaire.
But you're not an actual billionaire.
So
Well, the account will go up. So if you're talking about the Hawaiian Kingdom, the value is more than $1 billion. It's a trillion.
that
bucks.
when I read your name on the ballot, I was like, no way is this someone's name. I didn't know you could put fake names, and then I looked it up, and it is your real name.
It is in fact your
Bingo.
You can't do that. I was like,
Yeah, Pikachu's not my real name. Just to let you know, that was the branding that I learned from BJ Penn.
Okay.
Which goes back to the origin. If BJ Penn can do it when his legal name is DJ. So for
Okay.
those who put those comments on Reddit, I cannot put my Hawaiian legal name, which is Kikio Kalani, which
Okay.
is too long of a letter. It
Okay,
means
okay.
child of heaven for all these Christian-loving
Oh,
people
nice.
nations.
That's us.
Okay.
by
Because
the
we
way.
were recognized in La Kuokova, November 20, 1843, by the Anglo-Franco Proclamation Treaty by British and France before the United States.
I forgot
So
that.
we're
So-
independent,
Yeah.
right?
So-
In the family of nations, before the League of Nations, before United Nations. We're like the super grandfather clause in, but we're like, where's our land? Where's
Yeah,
our food?
yeah,
How come
yeah.
we got to go to Costco, Sam's Club,
Yeah.
Walmart, from China, the Merchant Marine Jones
Yeah.
Act, all this bullshit?
Yeah, Liam's big on Hawaii seceding from the U.S. He's
Yeah.
a big advocate of that.
To being self-sufficient,
Yeah.
you know. She's high-fiving.
No, it's like if
Oh,
you want it back, you guys should get it back. It's yours.
So the other question I have is, do you think the Pokemon would ever sue you for having Pikachu in your name?
Zettai muri da yo.
Zettai muri.
Zettai muri. They
Zettai-
would promote me more. I can't wait to go back
So-
to Japan. So we should do this podcast in Japan, get all the Pokemon fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when we speak Japanese, 絶対いい女の子欲しいんじゃろ。
絶対
絶対紹介できるよ。
紹介できる。
Because they have a problem, right? They cannot have enough what you call babies. Because they're worried. Like when you go to a Japanese, when like you marry a girl from Indonesia or Fujian, China, they expect a dowry of 80 grand.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Us local guys, I'm like, bro, you can marry into my line, but you know, are you worth $1 billion?
No.
Right? Because they can just marry us, right? If they know how much you're worth, oh yeah, how much Bitcoin do you have? Yeah, sure. How much is your land in the Hawaiian Kingdom or the Paki royal blood? Yeah, you can verify it right there in the archives. And it's worth more than $1 billion.
Yeah, it is
to let you
worth
know.
$1 million.
But the problem is with our bloodlines, we're always fighting. Someone wants to be King Dingaling, Queen Dingaling. They're not doing the total districts, the piece.
That's what I'm going to
precincts.
change my name
Yeah.
to, King Dingaling.
Totally, we can make the brand on IG. Snoop Dogg got his own stuff. But I know we wanted to bounce segments right from here to other places.
Okay.
I know we had some topics to go on, but we can. Do you want to
Okay.
continue
Well,
some questions?
Wait,
here?
can I read the like
So
the
I-
last the last Reddit
Okay,
comment?
last Reddit comment.
Okay, what kind of name is Shelby Pikachu Billionaire? That sounds like the name of the aunt who works at the Game Freak. She taught me about the Mew under the truck and gave me a Peekaboo in my copy of Red and Blue before Gold released.
それが変態じゃん。それは絶対変態じゃん。That's a hentai commentator. What's the name of the profile? We're gonna look you up.
What's the
俺もう絶対オタクだよ。What do you think? Of course we're otaku. We're gonna find out eventually.
Saskuto.
Saskuto.
That's like Sasuke Uchiha.
Yeah, Sasuke
who likes
Uchiha.
in the Bonito.
Mangekyo
Zettai
Shining
Uchiha
Gano.
そうほらAkatsukiだよ. I have the ring right
Oh,
here.
yeah. Oh, you did.
絶対放課後になれるぜ。よろしく。
Was you engaged?
No.
It's the Akatsuki ring from Naruto.
Oh.
That's
Yes,
what all the.
I'm engaged to all the Cyber Japan dancers out
so
there.
just for the folks at home, the Akatsuki, they're kind of like a terrorist organization in Naruto. So they're-
Anti-government.
Yeah,
Let's just say they're
anti-government.
Anti-Illuminati,
Yeah.
anti-control.
Exactly.
And that's why we have a lot of spiritual fans who love Naruto. I know a lot of dock workers in the union. They don't want to admit it to me. They go, Pikachu, I got the same cloak as you.
You get
I'm
the
like,
Akatsuki
really? Yeah,
cloak.
I bought it for my husband. I said, where? On Amazon.com. Like, yes.
Nice.
Nice.
So funny.
And did you want to bang out a couple more questions before we move to the next segment?
So I wanted to ask, like, who were your donors?
Yeah, food.
Like, who
funding.
donated to your campaign?
And then your fundings, yeah.
So we did not ask for any single dollar or donation.
Okay.
Because I learned from Joseph Akana, if you know, he was a Republican going against Joe Takuda.
Okay.
And he spent, almost close to $500,000.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just get like 75,000 votes. And so to win the election, there's 839,000-ish voters, but only half of them vote, like less than 50%. So if you really want to win the election, you need 500,000 people to vote for you.
Yeah.
But there's going to be some kind of buyout, right? They're not just going to vote for you because you have a cool name, da-da-da-da-da. So I didn't want to be like everybody else, meaning if I put a website out there, I just wanted to be pro crypto, be self-financed, self-funding, but there's different rules and regulations.
Okay.
So if you want to buy like a sign, that's how much you're going to spend, like $500 to $1,000. And we're going to have my guests on speaking. You're going to see about child trafficking, human smuggling, and self-sufficient was my 3 main topics.
Yeah.
Because people talk about faith, family, freedom. And so we fund it all on ourselves.
Okay.
You know, just through social media.
So you're saying Nintendo didn't fund you?
No.
Just to be clear.
No.
Okay.
Nintendo did not fund. Pokemon did not fund. Because what I realized, the churches and nonprofits, even though I'm in the Lions Club, one of the largest nonprofit service community organizations in the world, they cannot publicly endorse me because they lose their nonprofit status.
Oh, gotcha.
But you didn't see that happening a lot on the west side with Samantha Decor, Chris Morocco, Andrew Topola, and some of those people on your guys' side. They were on the church. Oh, yeah, praise God, praise Jesus. But you can't be caved. I'm also running for Senator too. You want some lao? You want some cow? I'm like, come on, you guys are selling yourselves like TNA.
Yeah.
So this brings another question about advocating for child abuse and whatnot. So, and you like watching anime, right?
Hi.
So you watch hentai?
Of course, we've seen it.
Do you think that's like a child abuse thing?
Oh my God.
I think you'll be abusing your hands. I think you should remove all
You're
rings.
abusing yourself.
Remove all watches before you experiment.
Well, I don't want to know what kind of hentai you watch.
we're about-
I'll tell you that right
Look
now.
at his face. That's Labu girl back
Yeah,
in the
no,
90s.
wait. For the
That was
folks at
before
home, look
CDs
look
were
at this
born.
guy's face. Just what do you think? What do you
VHS.
I don't know. What do you think?
VHS.
So
He's got the hard copies.
We haven't even gone to Tokyo yet, bros. That's even more hentai.
Oh my
do you think hentai is child pornography?
Why would it be?
That's a
Will?
debatable
What kind
question.
of hentai are you watching? No, it's
I did not draw it. I did not create it. We're in plausible deniability, bro. Are you kidding me? We're supposed to be kid friendly.
Well,
I'm not
like,
supposed to shoot
I just want to like interject here. Like, my understanding is like hentai is like just cartoon pornography.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like child cartoon.
It's
so
not.
my question for you, Will, is like, what would lead you to ask that?
Because there's a genre
Because
called
he's
Wally.
hentai. It's because he's hentai. That's why. That's the
No,
only
no.
answer.
Honestly, it is an issue. Like we
Yeah.
went to the Kawaii Con, and there was a guy.
Yeah.
He had a booth where he was selling hentai, and there was some of that stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
And there was this
That's
girl.
the one thing. It's a problem.
Yeah. So this girl called him out on the stage when
Yeah.
the owner of it, I can't remember his name, but the guy that runs the Kawaii Con, she's has the mic and she's like, "Hey, are you gonna do something about this?"
Yeah.
And the guy had no idea. He's like, "What? What are you?
That's
Like
fine.
you need to follow up with this, and we do not advocate that. So it is a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm
you know,
advocating.
And I'm
If you're not 18, don't do it.
yeah, exactly.
Right?
you're
'Cause if
18,
you
yeah.
ever taught high school or intermediate now, they're already on RedTube. They already got more sites than they can find.
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
touch any kid's cell phone because I know where it's been.
Yes. I
Next
know.
question.
Next question. What is your next question?
So what is your plan for the next election?
Yeah. What is
what are you thinking? Like, how do we get you? So originally, when I read up on you, I thought you were kind of doing like a Vermin Supreme sort of thing where you're like, okay, I'm running kind of as a joke, but I'm also trying to like shed some light on human trafficking and stuff like that. That's the vibe I got when I did my first
Right, so
round
that's
of research.
the right wavelength. How
Yeah.
do you, as an average person from Waianae, right? We're not from Hawaii,
Yeah.
we're not coming from big money. Lahaina lost their shit.
Yeah.
I was there in Kukia and Mauna. It was very tough, and they don't really take you serious. As you know, you could have all these degrees, all the paper, go to war and back, and they don't give a fudge monkey
Because of where you're
about
from,
you.
yeah.
And they just judge you. Oh, he's from Waianae. He's stupid. He's dumb. Like, I can file a lawsuit anytime, which we just did against the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
With the office elections, Scott Nalgo and everyone. Ralph Cushing went to the Supreme Court as well. Like, we are nailing them in court, right? Because you have to hold them accountable. But for the future, to better answer the question, if I can't break through being the Royal Hawaiian bloodline, Billionaire, Pikachu, and Pokemon, and not asking for a single penny from everybody else, because I knew we weren't going to win.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to ask you guys, because the money would have been blown. I would have to buy for food, posters. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to see
Yeah.
billionaire stuff all everywhere, and it goes to shit.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we're going to lose. But it does open the venue to, one, prove they're cheating through the mail-in ballots.
Yeah.
Two, how much do you have to spend if you honestly want to be in Congress? I said $1 a vote. So if you want to win her, you got to spend $400,000 to $500,000. But why would you do that?
Yeah.
But people are leaving, like Andrew Topola. This is her last term. That's a $124K job. You can tell kids who are just coming out of college, hey, you can get that job for $124K. That's more than the $60K, more than working waitressing.
But how much money does it take to get that position?
So you can cheat now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So look at the primary, and you're looking at the general. So if you just fast forward off of the elections, I filed the last week before people could file under We the People Party, which is the third party. Because if nobody challenges you, you can automatically get on the general election.
Okay, so for the people who doesn't know about the political parties, what is We the People Party? But the main is Republican, Democrat, right?
Yeah.
And what's the We the Party people?
So there was 6 main parties on this past general election in the entire United States of America. The donkeys, the elephants, the libertarians, We
Green.
the People, Green Party, and No Labels. I think it was 7, and Solidarity Party. There's maybe 7 altogether. So people only know about the A and B, which is the blue and the red. They forget about the white. So RFK started this party, RFK Jr., Bobby.
Yeah.
We know his dad got killed, his uncle got killed. They all got to say he speaks on that raspy voice because I have something with a metal. Then in Japan, they went into my tumor. Help me, Darth Vader. I can't take you serious because you keep on choking on the
seed oils.
on COVID and Fauci, then the cornflakes and the fruit has too much sugar.
Mandatory chest days for everyone.
Monsanto. Yeah, Monsanto. Yeah, I'm the NHI director. But he didn't tell everybody, hey, Pikachu, Anti-Blanche, We the People Party that you put on YouTube all around the world, that you quit. You didn't say you're leaving. You just jumped and then you went to Trump's party by saying, hey, we're trying to ride your national wave to go up there.
Yeah.
Everyone was believing in you. And then you bailed on us. There's only 2 people left, Christian Ulufanu, Eva Beach, and me. There's only 2 people who are candidates that filed paperwork when they started this party. So we can start a new party if you want to. Because you have to pull like 10% or like 4% of the vote, something ridiculous. Okay. As a
What
third
percentage did you pull?
Well, we had less than 10,000 votes out of the 1.4 million population. The voting population was about 850,000, 60, just to make it easy for math.
Yeah.
And the Democrats pulled about 400,000 votes. So,
Okay.
So Bob McDermott, Republican, pulled like 100-something thousand. But the Green Party, Emma and me, did not pull the necessary numbers to qualify. Okay. And that's why it's a hard time for other third parties to win. So you can start a new party. You can call it the God Party, Anime Party, Superhero Party.
Yeah.
You just need about like 1,000 people, and we can start something fresh.
Okay.
But you're supposed to organize the districts, the 52 districts, 250 precincts, like it says in the Constitution, like it says in all constitutions. But what happens is, if we're going to Mililani, Wahiwa, Waianae, I said, let Mililani run Mililani. Let Lahaina run Lahaina. Let Hilo run Hilo. I don't give a fuck if you're black, white, Chinese, Caucasian. If you're the best person,
What about Puerto
great.
Rican?
As long as you make those good patele, whatever, empanadas, fabulous.
Yeah.
You know, but you should be the best person in your community, and that should be your rep or senator who's moving up.
So which spectrum is it in, like a Republican or Democrat, We the Party?
Yeah, what would you say if it did fall under?
So if you got the red, white, and blue flag, right, where there's Hawaiian Kingdom or American, red is elephant, blue is Democrat, Pikachu would be white, like Buddha. Even though I'm not KKK. I'm going to choose the middle path. Like Siddhartha Gautama, which is his real name, not the fat Buddha that we all thought about with the big beer belly.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
I kind of
Siddhartha
like the
Gautama.
fat Buddha, though.
That's what I thought, till I
Yeah.
went to UH. I took the class thing. I was going to hot Japanese girls. And a gay professor, and his name's Siddhartha Gautama. I was like, that kind of sounds Japanese.
That does sound Japanese.
Right, but then it's from Nepal. He's a prince.
Oh,
and then you start
interesting.
learning
Wow.
stories, even about Islam I was looking from LCC, Last Chance College, which is the worst college to go to.
Leeward?
Last chance.
It is?
Yeah.
What about
My
Honolulu?
girlfriend goes to
Bro,
Leeward.
it was the worst college because you barely afford books.
That's where his girlfriend
My
goes.
girlfriend goes to Leeward.
See?
No, Leeward
That is the most ghettoest college.
No, Leeward
on the bus.
No, Leeward is the biggest Filipino community-based college.
Yeah, because
We're
Pinoy Power right down the street from
First of all,
Waipahu.
we're a very pro-Filipino podcast.
Yeah.
Just for the record.
He likes the
Oh, yeah.
lumpia.
I have a
and the
Filipino
bagoong.
girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, the Dino Goan tastes good, right?
My girlfriend's half Filipino.
Oh, we can go to Thelma's then.
I thought Chloe was like a quarter.
She's like half Filipino and then half white.
She likes the sweet balut.
My girlfriend is full Filipino, and we tried balut.
See, he's a gangster.
Can we take a moment to look at Liam's face and the gum on his face?
I know. I just popped a
Did you
bubble.
pop
Well,
up?
we are on the
bubble?
I
podcast.
didn't expect it to break so sloppy. Like your gum flakes off. It doesn't like stay together. Yeah.
Hey, it is my gum.
Yeah, it is your gum. Yeah, it's like the sloppiest gum I've ever blown a bubble in.
Just for the folks at home,
We're blowing
it's the
bubbles
most
here at
basic
Iolani
Trident gum.
Yeah, it's not your like Hubba Bubble or anything. It's like
Yeah.
it's kind of like cheap gum.
Well, okay. Before our next setup, I just want to say someone was interested in running for, any kind of political office, what's one piece of advice you would give them?
So if you're looking at 2026, president runs every 4 years.
Yep.
I encourage everyone to run for office so you know what it's like. Do not spend a single penny on anything.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to put a minimum budget, definitely get a website because people is a hustle. Dude, if you look in reality, Andrew Topola raised $235,000 in her campaign spending commission with no opponent. How do you raise $235K? She didn't put a single sign up. No TV ad. Where did the money go? Samantha DeCourt, $45,000. Chris Moroka, $45,000. Everything I want to talk about, they should be addressing as my senator, my rep, and city council member. That's their job. They won the job. They got paid November 6th, the day after. Where are they now? They don't start till January 17th next year, but they're already paid on the clock.
Oh, wow.
They're supposed, everyone from all the reps, all the same 52 districts, Mililani.
Damn, I should have got into politics.
All of them are supposed to be doing this shit for you guys. Not me. They didn't want to give me that job, bro. I was willing to work for free
Really?
and leak all this stuff. So if you're looking for the office, if you're going to look at this here, which city council members, because that's a $124,000 job. Working here only pays $70K. Why would you only work for $70K when you can make $124K being city council?
Yeah.
Now here's the rub. They only work from January till May. Then they're done. They're working 2-3 jobs. Andrew Topola got second jobs.
Okay.
Augie Toby got second jobs. And you start
Interesting.
going into their finances, they got all these foundations, running with trusts, doing these other things, trying to help the homeless.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you guys are money laundering. I'm even
Yeah,
getting
they are.
chicken
That's
skin
what
because it's
government
true.
Do you think that they just kind of, like, some people will take a political position almost as like a retirement plan?
Yes, it's called the trifecta for the kids that don't know out there. You want to retire from state, federal, city, county, and military spouse. If you look at Kaikahele, United States Air Force, Hawaiian Airlines, senator, congressman, rep. If you work 20 years in Congress, then you can retire. And that's why Maisie, everyone's been there 20 years or more. But I agree in term limits. 2 years, just like the president, and you're out.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be stuck there because
I know, I couldn't
otherwise we
believe-
get screwed.
I
The
couldn't
younger
believe
generation doesn't
Ma-
get shit.
How is Maisie still winning?
She has cancer. She's going to die. But they mailed in all the ballots.
Okay.
They cheated. I'm like, they got dead people, zombies. I'm like, they don't even live here. Mark Zuckerberg, all this bullshit. I'm like, how does all these, no offense to everyone, but who's green cards don't vote. That's like me going to Japan and Russia. I'm going to vote because I'm Hawaiian Kingdom and I believe in my rights because I married you and had a baby. No.
Yeah.
No.
That's not how it works.
That's
I'm
not
not
how
going
it
to go to
should work.
China and tell you guys how to live your life.
I would
Like,
love
that's just
to
retarded.
vote in China. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You'd get arrested.
Xi Jinping every year. Let's go, baby.
The thing is, my parents are from Japan, so like they have green cards.
Hiroshima? No,
Saitama.
Ah, Saitama.
Saitama.
Iijan.
Yeah,
Osaka is good.
Osaka is definitely good.
Nihonju mayo.
But I'm a freaking full-on American. I was born on American soil, so I'm American.
You're actually dual citizenship.
sushi
yeah, dual
burrito.
citizen. So I could vote in Japan and America.
Whoa.
You're actually a triple citizen. You've got Japan, America, and the Kingdom of Down syndrome. Down
There we
syndrome.
go.
You're the president.
Some
of that
might say
kingdom.
that's the most powerful kingdom of all.
Right? And we can talk about the Hawaiian Kingdom subject, which because you're obviously in our jurisdiction. Even though they talk about the overthrow, we have the Lakuako of the flags behind us because we were independently recognized by Britain, United Kingdom, and France in November 1843. It's kind of ironic. And this is, we're going to go into the human trafficking, the slavery. Not only the Hawaiians, but everyone who was here locally. Your families got extorted for pineapples and sugar cane. And now we have to pay for all this more shipping and stuff.
Just for the
when they
record, my
extorted us.
family didn't extort anyone.
Dole, Campbell, Bishop, the
Yep.
big five that people hear about. But now we got to call them out like the Illuminati, the Rockefeller, the Rothschilds, the Bronfmans.
Yeah.
Especially the Rothschilds.
Yeah.
Yes. And if you saw that
George
YouTube-
Soros.
Right. Aneka Lucas, she made the drop on PBD's podcast. Petra Pet David.
Okay.
Blowing up David Rockefeller, who was a sex spy as a kid, 9-year-old, selling it to the Rothschilds. Like, people's dropping dope intel.
I think that
On
should be on
YouTube.
the next location.
Yeah.
We're
We're going to segment into that. So we're going to pause this
segue
one.
into that.
We're going to close out this one. We'll see you on the next one. Chihu.
Shoot.